So that's an hour done. I was, even though I've got full-on DOMs in my legs, that was a good little run. 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back in, and just to describe what I did. So it's an hour's work. We get a good 10-minute warm-up. So mobility, i.e. walking and running, slowing down, stretching and moving around the joints. After those, and you do that for 7.5, 10 minutes, and then you go into your next phase, your working phase. So pushing myself out, and then lots of speed play and time play and distance play. What I mean by that is, let's give an example. Right, so here I am now. You see that massive tree right there. From this distance to that distance, that's my work phase. So then I will set off. I'll start running up to the tree, and on that leg, I think of it like a triangle. Danny's triangle of pain. You've got your preparation phase, and then you've got your build-up phase and your work phase, and then your preparation turns into recovery, build-up, work, and you keep going around in a big triangle. I used to do this a lot. I actually used to find this hill, and I used to have this little triangle track. So I'd build up, I'd work, and I'd recover, etc., etc., and I just keep going around and around. So that's a good way of looking at it. Your preparation can be, slow walk into a gentle jog into a sprint. As you get fitter and fitter, you don't have to walk. You can just be jog, sprint, slow right down, jog, sprint, slow right down. If you get fitter and fitter, it's just literally run fast, sprint, jog, run fast, sprint, jog, and you just keep going around. And it always just comes down to your own personal fitness. And there's no black art. It's not being a Jedi. It's just listening to your body and seeing how you're working. For example, if you're not very good with your breathing, if you're doing a sprint leg for 30 seconds, maybe your recovery section needs to be a minute. So you find it really, really difficult to breathe. So then when you're sprinting, you find it really difficult to breathe. So you slow right down, get all the oxygen back, start breathing correctly. And when you feel like you've recovered, then you turn around and you pick your speed back up. So you've got your recovery. With your work rate, your work rate can be 10%, 20%, 50%, 75%, 100%. All that just basically means your different speeds, slow, medium, fast and faster. Simple as that. Some people get really confused. You go, what is 75% of running? Well, it's probably about your 3/4 speed, so not maxed out, not just not like a fast run, but slightly slower than sprint, but still faster than fast run, if that kind of makes sense. Again, it's just listening to your body. You know what is a nice gentle jog, what is a nice slow walk, which is a slow run, what is a fast run, which is an all-out 110% ball-out sprint. If you're going as fast as you possibly can and you cannot go any faster, that's you at 110%. If you slow that slightly down, so you've got 100%, you slow that slightly down, you're going to be coming to like 90%, and you just work through those sections. So again, it's not rocket science. It's just listen to your body. It's not being a Jedi. It's just listen to your body. A lot of people get really fazed by it, but it's pretty simple. So, and depending on where your recovery is and how fit you are, will depend how you want to run. Maybe you want to go out and just do one straight fast run. Maybe you want to go out and do interval legs, like running to a distance, and then slowing down. Maybe you want to do it time play. But for time play, think of it like in seconds. Let's say you decide you're going for, half an hour run. Again, let's say you've got 5-minute warm up, and then you've got 20 minutes work, and then you've got 5 minutes cool down. Within the 20 minutes work, what you want to do is every timing leg, let's say you're going to be working for a minute. Let's say you do a 10-second sprint, and then you're going to do a 50-second recovery. Then you're going to do your build-up phase, let's go say a 10-second warm-up, like bringing yourself back up, you know, slowly getting faster and faster, and then you go back into another sprint. So, you know, you've got 10-second sprint, 30-second sprint, coming back down, 10-second sprint, going back up, 25-second sprint, coming back down, up to 40-second sprint, coming back down. So you can see I'm just going up and down, and I'm just playing with the timings just to push myself. You know, you can do this on a running machine. You can just, you know, either do it yourself, just press the timer and go up and down, or, you know, if you're out and about and you're just on the street, just count yourself, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So all the parachuters will know what I'm on about. Yeah, so yeah, just use your timings, just work hard, keep counting it. Again, you know, think about your recovery. You've got your work, and then you've got your recovery, and then you've got your build up, and then you've got your work, and you've got recovery. You can just go straight from your build up straight into your work, especially as you're getting fitter and fitter. You'll probably find that your recovery can go down, and your work rate and then your constant rate has gone up. So you need less recovery time. Different types of run, you know, you can go out a long endurance run. You know, if you're a racing snake at like 7 stone, yeah, you can run at like some crazy speed. If you're a bigger guy like myself, like 17 stone, whatever else, maybe you need to run at a slightly slower pace, but more of a good dog trot, and you can just maintain it. You know, if you're a good PT, when I was a PTI, I'd try to cater for all the guys in the team. I wouldn't just go out there and be the 7 stone PTI who thinks he can run like a gazelle and then just piss off everyone else, because everyone's like, well, I'm not 7 stone, mate. I'm bloody 17. I was like 15 stone in the Paris, went up to 16 stone. And trying to run like a 8-9 stone skinny little whippet, you know, it's a bridge too far. You still do it, you still work damn hard because you're a paratrooper or a marine or whatever else you want to be, but you know, sometimes it's a bit unrealistic. So really, PT should be listening to what his guys are like and thinking about a good training session which is going to cater for all. And thus, you know, when you're catering for all, you're going to be able to pushing everyone's personal fitness, and everyone's going to get something from it. And a good way from doing that is, you know, doing exactly what I did, have that triangle of pain. And if you set up a running distance, you know, the lads can have their build-up phase, their work phase and recovery, and then just keep working through it. You know, you could do that between 2 points, you could do it between 3 points, or whatever else. If you're going down the street, you know, you could have 10 lampposts and say, right lads, you're going to have your 1 to 2 is going to build your build-up phase, 2 to 3 is going to be your work phase, 3 to 4 is going to be your recovery, come back to start, repeat, you know, and you can just go up and down, or you can keep going around. There's lots of ways of doing it, it's not rocket science. If you're out on the ground, I personally like going out on the ground, because then I can use the ground to my advantage, and this is a big training area, you know. The world is your training area, your world is your PT. You just use the world to push yourself, use the ground to your advantage, you know. Why do you need to go on a running machine when you can go outside and use a hill? You can run up a hill and then slow down and recover. So there's lots of ways of doing it. So just think. What else? I'm on my cool down phase now, so I'm just letting my body recover. I got some serious DOMs this morning, which is mega interesting. So because I've got DOMs, I've just been thinking about, you know, powering on, powering off, getting to certain points, thinking about all the muscles I need to stretch, be it my calves, be it my hamstrings, my quads, like a deep lunge stretch as well, stretching my hips, thinking about my lower back, just thinking about everything. So today, I've got a busy day today, but you know, wherever I can, I'm going to be doing stretches, especially later on today. Thinking about getting into a nice hot bath later on, warm everything up, stretch everything off. Thinking about massaging myself. Ooh, that sounds naughty. Massaging